Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back. Let me take these off. And to everyone new, hello and welcome. So we have Bindi here today. I know she was the last silicone baby doll of mine to get a drink and wet feeding. But I have her here again today and I'll tell you all why. So Bindi is the Willow Awake sculpt by Claire Taylor, and she was painted by Jennie Lee of Wee Baby Nursery. She's a full-bodied silicone, and today she has on a cloth diaper, and I thought it would be fun to see how a drink and wet feeding would go with a cloth diaper on it, as opposed to a disposable diaper, or nappy as some of you all call them. This particular diaper has one of the boosters in it, or I say insert, but they call it a booster. And as soon as I opened the diaper, I really, like, the thought popped in my head, because the booster is just a piece that's removable, which you all are gonna see afterwards. Or, well, maybe I should. I'm just thinking how I should show you all. So have you all ever tried? I know, like, a lot of us don't, and I know I haven't done a drink and wet with a cloth diaper because of, the obvious, like, just not wanting to have to deal with washing the diaper. The disposable diapers are just much easier, but being this one has the insert in it, I thought that would be kind of fun to see if it actually absorbs. And the reason why I didn't bring Oscar for you all, because Oscar is a boy, and the diapers have to be for the boys. I recommend not having a, like, tightly fitted diaper for the drink and wet feeding, because once the diaper starts to fill up, it kind of pushes up against them, and then it stops the flow of the drink and wet, or can stop the flow of the drink and wet, because, obviously they're dolls. They're not, real babies that are just gonna continue peeing. So, this is what she's got going on here. So yeah, I guess we'll open this up, because it'll be more fun for you all to, get the full, I guess, visual of the, I don't know, just to give you the whole experience. So, like, you're here with me. So let's get Bindi set up here. Here we go. And I'm going to show you, obviously, I'm going to show you what the booster looks like afterwards. We'll see how wet it is. We'll see if it actually works and keeps the, the whole shell part of the diaper dry or not, because, well, I'll probably never opt to do it again if it soaks the entire diaper. But if it does, I guess it's definitely not a big deal. I do know how to wash something. So, but we're going to do that. Check it out, because these, right here, I can show you what the inserts look like. Well, this particular brand comes with two, or maybe one's an insert and one they call a booster. I don't know, but it comes with these pieces. One folds over like this. The one in here, I think it's like a 3-part. I don't know. It's a little different. Anyway, it's one of these thingamabobbies. So we're going to see how this works, because I just happened to have the extra ones that I took out of other diapers and put in my little basket here. But I'm yapping too much. So as I get started, I am going to remind you all now, go smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Don't forget to give this video a like. And also in the description down below, there's always a link to follow me on Instagram if you want to see pictures of all the babies in my collection, as well as a link for my channel's exclusive membership. So if you would like to support my channel and become a member of the Pixie Squad, come on in. It's $1.99 a month. That's all inclusive. You can cancel it at any time, and you must be 18 years old to join. But for literally less than the price of a cup of coffee a month, everything behind the scenes here at Pixie Mommy's Reborns is in there, including my journey in that I just started in painting and rooting myself. Reborn dolls, that is. I will be going to Silicone eventually. And lots of other fun perks. So I see some bubbles, so I know, something's going down. I just got this particular bottle recently, and when I opened it up, because usually, for those of you that are like new to the drink and wet systems, you usually do have to do a little bit more opening of the bottle nipple because they, again, obviously, they're not real. They're not sucking on a bottle. So everything that's coming out of the bottle is from your pressure and moving the bottle, as well as just gravity. It's upside down. It's gonna, drip out. But when you don't open it, it doesn't give enough. I don't think I've ever had a bottle for a silicone drink and wet that I didn't have to, open up. Just go slow, to those of you that are new with the drink and wets. When you snip the open it, that's how you would do it. Would just be to take a scissor that has like a sharp end to it, like a hair cutting scissor, or even like the cuticle cutters that we use for the zip ties, anything like that, and just you can snip just a little like extra slit and try it and see. Sometimes I actually have to just cut a tiny little, like tiny little chunk, but remember, like, you can't really put it back. So once you, like, if you overdo it, it's gonna be spilling out. And then what happens is it'll be spilling out of the baby's mouth, which you don't want that. So especially if you don't have a bunch of spare nipples to, like, play around with, you want to get it right. So just go as slow as possible, just do a little check on a little check, even though it takes longer. Then you won't be kicking yourself when you open it up too much, because I definitely made that mistake for my first time modifying a bottle. And thank goodness I had actually bought a 3-pack of Tommy Tippies, so I was able to take a nipple off of one of the other bottles that I bought and do it. And then the other one, did I wind up sealing it and then just using it for reborns? I don't remember. It might have been open too much. But either way, just to save y'all from that mistake. Yeah, it's fun to share just those little tips and stuff as we go along, because it saves another collector from making the same mistake you did, which it's why I always, especially like in the beginning of my collecting, did spend a lot of time watching other dolly channels to get that information. I do y'all ever think about that? Because I didn't have a topic for this video other than the cool fact of having a little fun with the drink and wet. Did y'all ever think about that? Like, I think that new collectors probably account for a lot of view time, than collectors that have been here for years and years and years. Like, of course, some of y'all really, just continue on and, I think you kind of find channels that you enjoy and you'll stay with, and you'll watch, like pretty much every video that particular channel. We all have had our favorite channels. But I think when you're here for years, you sometimes just go through times in life where you're maybe not watching as much. I just feel like new people watch, like, just because it's almost like, I mean, not that it's not necessary to watch doll YouTube channels to collect these dolls, but it can definitely be very, very helpful, because throughout watching different channels, you know, everybody kind of gives tips as they go along, and I found it especially helpful for the silicone dolls. There's not a whole ton of channels that I know of anyway. I mean, they may very well be out there. I just, don't know. Don't find that there's a whole ton of doll channels with full-bodied silicone drink and wet dolls that do the role play. That do like drink and wet feedings and role play on a regular basis, where you can kind of see how a doll is moving, and listening to a collector talking about like the silicone and what it feels like and their different preferences and that sort of thing. So I know I always like appreciated seeing this sort of stuff. I really especially love watching drink and wet feedings, or just bottle feeding, even reborn baby, just there's just something to me so relaxing about just feeding a baby and chatting, or a doll and chatting. And it gets me every time, even like as I'm recording, because I have the camera flipped because it's like so close up. It's almost like looking in a mirror. I'm watching as I'm doing this, and it just it looks so cool because, like, they look so real. We make them look so real, and I just think it's really neat. So it's something I love to see, and it's something I love to like do for video, because as I'm recording, I can see it. Whereas, like those of you that have been with my channel, I'm sure you've heard me say it before, I don't do drink and wet feedings, or just role play bottle, or really role play anything except just changing their like clothing and stuff for photos, or holding them. I do like to hold my silicone dolls. Sometimes I'll just, just sit there and hold them while I'm watching TV or something like that. But I don't do like what I do here on video. And I sometimes, I mean, I kind of blame time on that. I just don't have the time right now in my life. My kids are young. I work full time because I own a business, and, so on and so forth. So, there's days that I don't even, I feel like I've barely had time to take a shower. Like, how you're just like in and out so fast. It's like you didn't even take one. You don't have to even have time to like let the hot water run on your head and daydream for a little bit. Life is on the go, 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 go. So of course I don't have the time, and then I do make videos. I do love making videos. So I suppose if I wasn't making videos, maybe I would be doing it. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, for just that enjoyment of it. Of just like the realism and all that. So I guess I should say the fact that I do make videos, I do take that time out to enjoy it this way and make videos, kind of all the same, I guess, right? Except the camera is on and I'm getting to hang out and chat to all of you and whoever, you know, enjoys watching. Right? How much are we drinking? Because Mommy did not check. I really should be going harder because that's what I was starting to say. Because of course, as always, I'm all over the place. See, if you can see, we get the drips in there, but it goes slow. And last time, like, I thought I had this open a lot, but then the last Drinking Wet feeding that I did with her, in essence, for the amount of time that I sat there, it just, yeah, it's not really going down all that fast. I have a scissor here, except it's not the right kind. So I don't, let's see something. I don't want to, on this. Oh, I probably cut something with glue or something on that. Who knows? I use this scissor all the time because it's right there. Sorry, I'm talking like to myself. Yep. So, now I gotta take my own advice and be very careful with what I'm doing here. Alright, I got one little chunk off that was kind of already there. So let's see if that helps, because although we don't want to flood the mouth, we do want to not be sitting here for an hour, and being the whole point kind of is to see the absorbency. I mean, it should be absorbent, I would think, that this diaper, it is in fact made for real babies, so you would definitely be expecting, and it's a bigger, not a bigger size, but it's like the second size up, so you're gonna be expecting a baby of, let's see, 8 to 15 pounds pee-peeing in that. So, oh my gosh, look at, we were already 17 minutes in. This was supposed to be a short video. I always wind up doing this. Anyway, so I'm just trying to let her chug-a-lug a bit so we can, you know, get through this. Because I feel bad, y'all, because this is being pre-recorded. Probably about an hour ago, I just recorded my video that'll go up Saturday morning, because it's still late Friday night. Do I have that right? Yeah, late Friday night. All right, so I just recorded that. If you all saw my last video, then you saw the you know, video with Sabian getting the heartbeat. And so this is actually only an hour later from that video, but I won't post this until I'm guessing Sunday or Monday morning, because now I just posted that video was like over 30 minutes long, because of course I wound up yapping as usual. So again, I feel bad because I wanted to try to get just, you know, the fun Drinking Wet. All right, I think she's taken, you know, enough, but we do have to set her upright. Those of you for your Drinking Wet babies, like, you definitely kind of have to lift them up, especially like a bigger sculpt, like the Willow. She's a long doll. So you got to think that the tubing is in there and how big she is, and you got to give them a minute to, you know, go upright. And look at her feet, how they're kind of squishing like a real baby's would. If you, oh my gosh, she's so real looking. It's warm. I feel it. Another tidbit. I say this probably in all my Drinking Wet feedings, but I use really, really warm water. Not like burning hot, but, you know, nice and warm. I feel like it just kind of cleans it out a little better as it goes through, flows through, and it feels awesome because it's, you know, it just feels very realistic. Whereas cold water coming out, you know, feeling it fill up with cold water, it would just feel wrong. So I definitely like it to feel very, very warm, and, you know, it certainly won't hurt your doll as long as it's not hot. Scorching hot, I should say, because I do it pretty hot. So we're just going to give Bindi a quick little burp here, because the more you kind of pick them up, move them around, you know, in the upright position, you just want everything to go through. Definitely, you know, before you finish up and change your doll and lay your doll back down for, you know, possibly days or weeks or however long in between interacting and picking up that doll, because you don't want water to sit inside that tubing. So, all right. So let's check it out and see what we got going on here. Well, it's definitely absorbed. And she is sorry folks, she is, and obviously, probably so, but anatomically correct, you know, full-bodied doll. So, this is not a real baby, as I'm sure you all probably got the picture. So, wow. Oh, yeah, that's soaked. But, oh, and see, this liner is, the inside of it is like, you know, a plasticky. It's not, so it really wouldn't have to be washed. Even if it did get a little wet, you could just wipe it out. But it has, this is the insert that's in there. And so, okay, so the bigger diaper has the one that's like this. So it's folded, and this is entirely soaked. But it got it caught it all. So if you want to have a little fun with your dolls and their drinking wets, this is, I'll drop that right there on the floor. It's only water and I have wood floors. This is the Amazing Baby brand by Amazon. So you can find them right on Amazon. I'm going to open Bindi's new diaper and put it on her. And so here we go, collector. So, I mean, and essentially any diaper, you know something? Some of my older diapers, because I got a lot of different diapers. I haven't even shown them all on, you know, on YouTube. I don't think I've ever done a whole video with every diaper I have. But anywho, I'm just going to put this smaller, because this one comes with the 3-fold and then the booster. That's what this is, the booster. And this is the guts of the diaper, so to speak. The newborn size, I guess, has a 2-fold. Yep, a 2-fold, because that's what was out of a newborn, and a booster. Because it even says on it, booster, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put the booster in for now to see about soaking up anything else that might come out until she's, you know, oh, let's see, hang on a second. I just want to cut this tag. I don't want to tag against her. Sure, that's you. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes what I always do with the disposable diapers, and I know many of you all do that, is I will put a dry diaper on the doll, the baby doll, and then about, you know, an hour later or so, actually change the doll again, because just sometimes subsequently more will leak out. You know, especially as you pick them up and move them around, and you don't want to leave them obviously in a diaper that's wet against them. Just like you wouldn't leave a real baby in a wet diaper, you really wouldn't want to leave these dolls in a wet diaper, because although, no, they're not gonna, they're not real, but they are works of art and they are painted, and you don't want, wet, mold, water smell or anything, on your doll. So, all right. There we go. So Bindi had a drink and wet feeding with a disposable diaper, and I don't have to wash the diaper. All I have to do is let the insert dry out. That's all. I just let it, sit out and dry, or I can toss it in the dryer. Or you could wash it. I mean, it has run through the doll, and I didn't smell it, but and I also do always put a little bit of alcohol, rubbing alcohol inside the bottle as well. I use bottled water and a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I don't measure it. I'm sorry, folks. So I really couldn't tell you how much alcohol per water, because I just eye it just a little bit. I would just say maybe a half an ounce to like 4 ounces, maybe a roundabout, if that helps you all out. You don't have, and some collectors do the rubbing alcohol mixed with water only sometimes, like just to flush the system out. And some collectors, such as myself, I just use it all the time, because I just feel like it just is in there, and I don't want a chance getting mold. I don't want to have to like flush and clean the system after the fact. I just want to try to prevent it. And like in my mind, I mean, there's no like proof or research on this or anything like that. I mean, we just kind of all figure it out as we go. And, the drink and wet system in these dolls is more of a newer thing. There's been drink and wets, obviously, in baby dolls, I mean, since I was a kid. But silicone dolls, full body silicone dolls in themselves have been around for that, long. And is this wet? No, that's the snap. So nor has the drink and wet. So nobody really knows 20 years from now what it'll be. But we'll have fun. And the dolls are designed for people to role play and have fun, because I think confident, adults, if we just, we have confidence, even if you don't have confidence, you try to push through it and just do what you enjoy. Have fun, You live this life once, and adults play. We play every day in all kinds of things that we do that we don't even realize it, So nothing wrong with having some fun. If you love dolls and you love babies and this is your thing, try not to worry too much. And enjoy yourself and your doll in whatever ways you do. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all try this. If you've already tried this or already featured it on your channel, let me know in the comments below. Let everybody know in the comments below. And what type of diaper did you use? What do you recommend using? Those of you that have these diapers or other sorts of diapers that have the inserts that come out, because some of them, what I was saying before, is I actually in the beginning threw out some of the inserts that snap into, the expensive diapers that you buy and stuff, thinking, what am I going to use these for? And well, later on in collecting, I realized that sometimes you want to give them a little more bum or fill the diaper out a little more, and go figure. So another tip there, giving lots of tips today, newbies, save your diaper inserts because they might become of use to you later on down the road. All right, everyone. Until next time, God bless.